Howdy ho, everybody. I am Donut. I've seen South Park up to season 20-something, and I'm here with...
Their mates?
Who has watching it blind. It's never how we've done the intro.
No, not at all.
This episode is something. It's a number. It's Clubhouses.
Okay.
I don't know what number it is.
Okay.
11, maybe? I think so.
Sure.
I
don't know.
Let's watch it.
I am curious to see what their opinions are on Clubhouses.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, this episode I do not remember at all.
The American base is only a few feet away. What is this? It will take more than your weak American weapons to destroy me. Cartman, we shot your Bosnian fat ass. Yeah, you're dead. I have class 4 armor on. Special armor that's impenetrable to American bullets. Dude, every time we play Americans versus Bosnians,
Specifically
you
American
suck.
bullets.
Yeah, Carmen, you suck. If you want to play Americans versus Bosnians anymore, you can just play with yourself.
I want you to know I've never played Americans versus Bosnians.
Hi, Stan. Hi, Wendy. Kyle, doesn't Baby look pretty today? I don't know. She does. She looks very pretty. Okay. Stan, can I talk to you for a second?
Okay. I've been there.
Stan, wouldn't it be fun if we fixed Kyle up with Baby? No. If Baby and Kyle were a couple, then we could invite them over to your clubhouse for dinner and play parlor games and have meaningful conversations and sip cognac by the fireplace. We could? Yes, Stan. But dude, I don't have a clubhouse. Commandant Cartman has ways of making you tough. Stan, you have to build a clubhouse. Then 4 of us could sit in it and play Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare? Wow. Come on, Kyle, we've got work to do. We do? We're gonna build a clubhouse. I have to ask my dad for help. If all goes as planned, Kyle will be your new boyfriend. I hope so, Wendy. He's got such a hot ass.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Philip, pull my finger. All right, Terrence. Oh, wait, pull harder. Well, all
I
right.
really like this new animation style.
Got it, pull really hard, Philip. Okay. Wait. Oh, boy.
It feels like there's a lot more artifacts around them.
Whoa, dude, your dad is watching Terrence and Philip.
No, I was just flipping through the channels.
Hey, Dad, we need to build a clubhouse.
Okay.
How do we do it?
You just get a hammer and some wood. What, did some girls want to play Truth or Dare or something?
Yeah, dude, how'd you know?
How do you think I met your mother?
Stanley, I thought I told you not to watch this horrible cartoon.
Yeah, Stanley, you should know better.
Dude.
Here, Stanley, you watch nice cartoons like Fat Abbott.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy, is this gonna age well?
There's no way.
Man, Fat Abbott, you need to lose weight.
I lose weight when I feel like it, bitch. Shut your bitch-ass mouth, ho.
Bitch, I'll kick your ass. Whoa, dude, sweet.
You think you slick, you punk-ass, blasphemous, dope fiend bitch? I had my Jimmy whacked 7 times last week. I busted cop in your ass.
Wow, cartoons are getting really dirty.
What the hell? I've never seen Fat Albert.
Not quite like that.
In 15 years, you've never said whatever to me.
I don't want to fight, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
Oh, I think I found it.
That's not it, you idiot.
Hey, back off, bitch!
You just said the C word.
Did I?
Hey, Stan, what did your dad mean when he said we're gonna play Truth or Dare? Oh, just that maybe when we're finished, Wendy and, Bebe can come over and play. Dude, what kind of sick joke is that? Girls suck ass. Well, of course they do, but, wouldn't it be sweet to play Truth or Dare with them? What? Why? Because, dude, we could make them do really gross stuff like eat bugs. Hey, yeah, that'd be sweet. We could totally ruin their lives. We're building a clubhouse. Clubhouse? That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. It's not lame, it's sweet. After we build this clubhouse, we're gonna get girls to play Truth or Dare. Why? Because, dumbass, we can dare them to do gross stuff and make them cry. What, were you born yesterday? Yeah, no, beat it, you guys. This clubhouse is private. That's fair. We'll build our own clubhouse. Fine.
Oh, boy.
Fine, and then we'll get girls to play Truth or Dare, too. Fine. 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 That's fine. Fine. Fine.
Kenny does live in a clubhouse.
Yeah. Also, Kyle did just say fuck Kenny, or was it Stan that said fuck Kenny a few episodes ago?
No, Kenny!
How's the treehouse
Oh, you almost
coming
caught
along,
him.
huh?
Ma'am, it's not a treehouse, it's a clubhouse. Ma'am, can we pull up the carpeting in the living room?
Well, I don't know, Eric. If you did that, then the floors would be bare.
But, ma'am, the blueprint says we need carpeting in the clubhouse.
Well, all right.
Kenny, my mom says you can go get carpeting in the living room now.
What are you doing, sweetheart?
Getting a cookie. We're building a clubhouse, and then we're...
You men are all alike. First you get a cookie, and then you criticize the way I dress, and then it's the way I cook. I suppose next you'll be telling me that you need your space, and that I'm sabotaging your creativity. Go ahead, Stanley. Get your goddamn cookie.
Okay.
That's right, Mr. Garrison. American history
When
is
is Mr.
very
Hat coming
important. What did you say?
When is Mr. Hat coming back?
I told you never to mention that name in my classroom again. Mr. Head is a two-timing whore, and now we all learn from Mr. Twig.
But Mr. Twig sucks. Yeah.
That is enough. Mr. Head is gone, and he isn't coming back, and I don't want to hear it. Anyway, children, let's turn our history textbooks to page 105. Why don't you come up to the front and read your note to Kyle for everyone to hear?
But
Oh,
I didn't write the
boy.
note. Mr. Garrison, Stan's behavior is having an adverse effect on my education. Shut up, Cartman.
Stanley Marsh, you come up here right now and read your note.
Dear Kyle, you have got such a great ass. I could sleep for days on those perk cheeks, let me tell you. I'd like to live with you and wear your ass as a hat for all eternity. Whoa, dude.
Oh boy, there's gotta be fan hearts.
Mr. Marsh, tell me how you're feeling.
Well, I feel like everything I do is wrong. It doesn't matter what I say.
Okay, that's valid. Now, Mrs. Marsh, how
Excuse
do
me?
you feel?
Like I'm a ghost. Like he sees right through me.
Is Mr. Mackey actually doing his job?
Oh, please yourself.
I don't know if this
Who
is
tries
his
to
job.
control the marriage, and by that I mean who's dominating the aspects of the relationship.
He is.
No, she is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm wrong again.
Okay.
And we built it with our own hands. Now all we need is chicks, Kenny. Whoa! All right, you go find chicks, Kenny. You guys, I have to stay here and work. I still got to shingle the roof, test the foundation, run all kinds of inspections. I've got way too much to do, and all you have to do is go find chicks. Now stop your bitching. Man,
course.
can I watch American Gladiators? We should use nails, dude. My mom won't let us.
Oh no.
Pretty good. We're almost done.
Because you brought up the ass thing at all.
We're
Doesn't
going as
care.
fast as we can. Kyle, could you turn around for a second?
Oh boy.
Come on, dude. We have to hammer faster. Hey, Stan, do you know how to play Truth or Dare? No. Well, dude,
good
how the hell are
animation
we
on
supposed to
hammer.
play it then? I didn't even think about that.
And then they'll ask truth or dare.
And I say dare.
No. You say
Where's
truth.
Chef Gellies?
That's boring. I'm gonna
Bakes
get dared
them.
to kiss her.
You have to say truth the first few times, or else you seem too eager.
Oh,
You can't seem too eager. You got to play it cool, like you don't even care what happened.
yeah.
Then after a few truths,
So much subtle rules to Truth or Dare.
like this.
Everybody follows these rules.
Oh.
And then her little friend will dare you to kiss Wendy.
You really think so?
Of course you will. They're women. They've had this whole thing planned out months ahead of time.
Wow.
We ran away from home. Well, like, this kid told us we might be able to crash at your clubhouse for a couple days.
Oh boy. Kenny's got game.
Stanley, I think you should know that your father has moved out.
What? Why?
Because we're divorced, Stanley.
Divorced?
Oh boy.
Wow. Does that mean you and Dad don't love me anymore? This is all my fault, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, you're not supposed to say that.
But I would like you to meet your
Oh,
new
boy.
stepfather, Roy.
Hello, son.
What?
How do you not remember this one?
I know this must be a very difficult period for you right now, and the adjustment is going to take some time. But I'd like to be your friend. So when you're ready, I want you to feel free to come to me with anything you might need. Whether it's advice or just someone to play catch with. You can count on me.
This is happening way too fast.
Oh, Jesus.
Now
when are you
remember
gonna
what
cut
I
me some
said.
slack, huh?
Stan's
I have taken
dad's
you under my
appearance
wing
changes
and
over
done my
time.
best, and all
Oh,
you ever do is
no.
whine and moan about it. Now, for the last time, go cut some firewood.
I don't need her breathing down my neck every 2 seconds telling me what I can and cannot do.
I had the same thing with my mom the other
Oh,
day.
no.
I'm all like, hey, I'm not a little kid anymore. Ma, I'm 8 years old. And if I want to finger paint, then I'm going to finger paint. don't think this is very sturdy.
Oof.
Doesn't matter, dude. It only has to last long enough to play truth or dare. I'm gonna go get the girls. Okay.
Your bastard father has visitation rights, and this is his time with you.
But no, I have to go get the girls to
Come on, Stanley.
This is going real fast.
Hey, Stanley, hop in. Listen, Stanley, I know all
What
this
happens?
change must be tough on you. Your mother and I still care about you and your sister, but we just don't like being around each other anymore.
Well, I don't like being around my sister anymore. Does that mean I can leave her too?
Well, no, because you're family. You can't just leave family. You have to stick with family no matter what.
But you and Mom are family. How come you can just split up? You know what I think? I think that when you and Mom got married, you became family. And now that you are, you shouldn't be able to leave her any more than I can leave my sister.
Oh, Stan, you're so young. You just don't get it. Well, anyway, have a nice day.
What, that's it?
Yeah, but I loved our time together. I hate to see it end. Go on, get out. You know that nothing is more important to me than you, right, Stan?
I guess, but...
These plots are so weird.
So different.
Yeah.
Remember, truth the first couple of times. Okay?
Who wants to go first? I will. Kyle?
Yeah?
Truth or dare?
Dare? Dude, what?
Kiss baby on the lips.
What? Sick, dude, I'm not kissing a girl.
So fast.
Kyle?
It's just wrong, that's all. Don't be a chicken, dude. Just close your eyes. What the hell have you gotten me into? Dude, Cartman is in his clubhouse playing truth or dare with girls right now. You really want him to beat us? Oh, boy.
Oh no!
Sick! Ah, fucking sickening!
Wow, look at that ass. Shake it, baby. Truth or dare? Stan, truth or dare?
Dare.
Could you please come help me with the firewood?
Dude, we cut firewood all day yesterday. We have enough to last 12 years.
When will you let me in? Let me love you. Now get your ass out here and help me.
Bye, Stan. Hopefully we can play truth or dare tomorrow.
You should be able to move out legally when you're 14. Our moms won't even let us smoke. Yeah, it's my body. My mom always gives me shit for smoking, but it's my body. I should be able to do whatever I want with it.
Teddy, my mom gives me shit sometimes, and I tell her to shut her up if I kick her in the neck.
Eric, Pookums, it's time for Mommy to tuck you into your snuggle boat for night-night. Eric,
still day.
are you out there in your clubhouse?
Okay, we have to play truth or dare quick.
Hey, girl.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Scott.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, we invited some people over. Hope you don't mind.
Okay.
Kyle, can I talk to you?
Okay.
Kyle, this is very difficult for me. I think we need time apart.
Huh?
I'm just feeling really trapped. I can't get over this codependency.
Okay, that's fine.
No, don't speak. Just try and understand. It has to be this way.
I don't care.
Please, just remember the good times we had. I'll never forget you. Never. Okay, Clyde, we can go now.
Bitchin'. What?
Chores. Do chores.
My dad lets me watch cartoons.
Well, I'm not your dad, okay? I'm not your dad. You can't just go around playing games with my emotions.
Stanley, what did you do to Roy?
Roy's a dick. He ruined my chances with Wendy in the clubhouse.
Stanley, you know you're the most important thing to me, right?
That's true. Then get back together with Dad for me.
Now, Stanley, you have to understand how divorce works. When I say you're the most important thing to me, what I mean is you're the most important thing after me and my happiness and my new romances.
Oh,
Bye now. Roy!
divorce is stupid.
Yolanda.
Stepdad popped me in my eye.
Stepdad, you gotta off his ass.
Really?
Yeah, bitch. Snatch his ass in a bear trap. Leave that dog swinging from a tree so high, nobody finds him for days.
Well, Fat Abbott and the gang sure did learn something today. If you have a stepdad riding your ass, just snatch his ass in a bear trap. Crack! No more stepdad. See you next time eating the pudding.
Yeah.
It's Bill Cosby, as you can see.
Oh, boy, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to leave this party.
This sucks, Kenny. I wish we'd never built a clubhouse. Mosh pit!
Oh no.
Oh my God!
Never got to do anything good.
You bastards!
I'm serious, please. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Do you still love me?
Oh, Randy, I do love you, but now I'm so confused. I'm living with Roy, and I don't know how to break it off with him.
Sharon?
Well, you never know. Maybe things will work out. Hello?
Maybe.
Oh, boy.
I guess it's my turn. Truth or dare?
Sharon?
Dare.
Do me. Right here in the clubhouse.
Hello? Hello? Can somebody get me? Hello?
Wow, clubhouses are magical.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Take this stick and jam it up your pee hole.
What?
Wow, that sucks. Do you think it'll hurt?
Hello? I sure am hungry. Anybody?
Okay.
All right.
First of all, I want to say we kept saying that it was very disconnected throughout the whole thing, but I think it was very connected in the sense that it was showing both adult relationships and kids' relationships just going
Yeah.
by incredibly quickly.
Mhm. Like, it was really thematically appropriate.
Yeah. For that, what would you rate the episode?
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I think I would give this one a 3.
Okay.
I liked some ideas they did with it, but overall, it was not that well executed, I thought. I would give it a 3. Favorite joke?
Favorite joke? Probably the one Terrence and Phillip thing where they're in the church.
Oh, yeah. It's actually hard for me to think of a favorite joke from this. Maybe they just, shove the stick up your pee hole thing at the end.
It was a good one.
But no, I think I'm just gonna say the Bill Cosby on the Pat Abbott show specifically saying, and if there's one thing we've learned today, it's here's how you get rid of a dad that you don't like, put him in a bear trap. It was so specific.
I'm gonna change my rating. First time, I'm gonna move it down to a 5. I forgot how much I didn't like the Fat Albert jokes.
The Fat Albert stuff specifically, I did not find funny at all. But the ending thing of so that's how you get rid of your dad, all of that just building up to a weird joke at the end of how to get rid of a stepdad. I was okay. I mean, overall, not a great episode.
No.
But yeah, thematically,
I thought it was well written.
yeah, I think it had a lot of very good ideas to it and that. Especially the, whenever parents are divorced and then they, say the thing like, oh, you're the most important thing in my life, and then they're all, but then it's like, they'll bring you over their house, the classic. I didn't really have this, I didn't have a shared custody sort of thing. But I know plenty of kids growing up had a shared custody sort of thing, where it's like the shared custody is just you're over their house, that's really it.
Right.
It doesn't really feel like you're the most important thing in your life. And that's really what rubs me the wrong way. When my dad would say that too, when it's divorce is whatever. It's gonna happen. People get married and they get divorced because nobody gets into a relationship thinking logically. People are stupid. Yeah, it's the specifically after divorce trying. I mean, at that point, if you're getting a divorce, you have to acknowledge that you're doing it for you.
Right.
I think that's the big thing that I got across from this episode. But at least that I would say. I'm not sure if that's what they were trying to get across specifically that. I think they were going for more broad, divorce is bad.
Or just divorce tropes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah. Did you ever play Truth or Dare as a kid?
Yeah, defs.
For sure.
The rules were the exact same Canada as they were in South Park, so...
What do you mean by that?
You get a location, you bring people to the location, you say, all right, truth or dare, and the first, entire round is all truth, because you can't dare.
Yeah. The social rules, essentially. Yeah. The we live in a society rules.
And it's either very gross or very sexual.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're going with it.
And, yeah, that, I think the best part about this is the excitedness from both parties thinking they're going to get one thing out of it or another, but especially as younger kids.
Yeah.
And then one side of it, whether it be the boys or the girls being more immature than the other one, and not really hitting puberty yet and not knowing what truth or should be. But yeah, that joke at the end was a perfect perfect way to end it.
Did you ever have a clubhouse?
I did, but I never built a clubhouse. We just
Okay.
found a clubhouse and commandeered it.
Ah,
It had a couch up in it and everything. It was sweet.
yo.
Yeah. We got in a whole, like, it wasn't like a fight, or it was a, kids fight or whatever, when the people who had the clubhouse found out we were using it or whatever, and they were just, like, following us through the woods. Like, it was right behind their house.
Okay.
And so they were watching us through the windows, and they came and just, like, pushed us down a hill or something. We're like, you're not allowed to use our clubhouse anymore, guys! It was a big turf war. There were so many casualties. But no, I never, like, built a club. We never had, like, our own clubhouse. That was, like, a day. We found a clubhouse. We went up there. It was cool. We got pushed down a hill, and some kids said, don't go to our clubhouse anymore. But that's about it. Did you ever have, like, your own clubhouse?
No, never.
No.
I was only ever invited to other people's clubhouses.
Were they cool? Were they dope?
Some of them were pretty dope. None of them were, like, fancy. But it was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is a small shack. I guess I could live here.
One of my neighbors had, like, for their really young kid, like, way younger than I was. I was, like, 16 at the time. But they had, like, hand-built this entire playground set for them that included, like, a building as, like, a set of it. It's not, like, about the size of a very small shed.
Okay.
But it was still, like, elaborate, and I was like, that's a cool clubhouse.
That's dope.
Yeah. Not sure if I have anything really else to say about this episode. I mean, boy, the Roy character.
Oh yeah, Roy is.
That was a wonderful. I loved Roy's character. I actually forgot about that. That's actually probably what I would say is my favorite joke. Just the everything about Roy.
Okay.
Like him, just like I don't think it's not a very realistic. It's not a character that you're supposed to like relate to.
Right,
I don't think it's like super heavily. It's doing like everything going by incredibly fast with the stepdad side of things too.
Yeah.
But I loved how, like, even for, like, they have so many background characters, but he just looks so generically white stepdad.
Yeah.
Milquetoast. Like, he's so generic-y man looking. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, she was wearing a DVDA shirt, the one girl in Eric Cartman's Clubhouse, which is their band that they had.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was specifically Trey's band or if it was Matt and Trey together. Okay. But they did the song "And Now You're a Man."
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure if it was just Trey's band or both. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else actually to say. That was it. Baby got some more in this episode.
I actually do like Baby's characterization a lot.
Yeah.
Like, specifically the fact that she is so thirsty.
She is super horny.
Like, it's a combination of that, but, like...
She unabashedly.
She's unabashedly horny, but it doesn't define her entire character. Like, she goes from horny to background character.
Yeah.
Which I think is legitimately so much more funny.
It is. Like, she's very, like... You can't tell on the surface how horny she is.
Yeah.
Wendy as well. We haven't gotten Wendy in a long time. I'm glad we got Wendy again. Rewatching the beginning, it was weird thinking about this, like, alternate universe where Wendy stayed as, like, a fifth one of the boys, essentially.
Right.
Throughout the whole series.
She was the Penny.
In terms of what?
From The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I
like,
thought you were talking about Ruby.
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
I feel like, the 4 boys, 1 girl dynamic.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And she's dating one of the boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It would be a Big Bang Theory. Oh, no!
Oh, yeah.
But I do think it would be, I don't know. That would have been an interesting alternate universe. Because she was way more integral in the first couple episodes. Mm-hmm. And then they very quickly sort of, like, phased her out a bit. Mm-hmm. Not phased her out, but phased her into a secondary character as opposed to a main character.
Yeah.
We got a lot more Randy this episode. Stan's dad. Which I've talked about. Like, I feel like they finally, like, know what they want to do with him as a character now. Mm-hmm. Like, are you getting that feel? Like, how would you,
I don't know if I would classify him as, like, the closest thing I can think of is, like, a stoner who hasn't found weed.
That's actually the best way I could describe it. I never thought about that, but that is exactly how you would describe Randy. Holy shit. I've never heard anyone describe it that way. Because, like, I've always considered it to be, like, he is, like, he is the children of the adults. You know, he is the most immature of all the adults in South Park. He does so much of these, like, he's watching Terrence and Phillip, and he immediately has a midlife crisis, and all he's hanging out with the kids in the clubhouse, and all that shit. But I think more specifically, a stoner that is not smoking weed is the best way to describe Randy. That's it. I guess.
I do want to say my rankings for the order in which I think the boys are going to get laid.
Okay, yeah.
So I think at the very top, it's probably going to be Kenny. Because he's the most horny of them.
Of course, yeah.
He also takes the biggest risks. So we can have the karmic retribution of, you know, like, he gets with all the Playboy bunnies or something, and then he dies.
Okay, sure.
So after that's Cartman, because he doesn't need consent.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But is he interested in sex?
Like,
would he?
I can't gauge what Cartman is interested in, like, apart from an episode-by-episode basis. He jumps around a lot. Like, he'll just know about something, and then suddenly he's super interested in it for just that episode.
I feel like he's very interested in a lot of different things. Like, I do feel like Cartman is actually the most kid-like out of all of them.
I could see this.
Like, he has that really ashful side to him, but all the other ones are a little bit more mature, like, oh, that's for kids, whereas Cartman is very rarely feels like the one to say that's for kids first.
Yeah.
You always feel like Stan or Kyle are the one to say that. And then he sort of retaliates with it, just doing it in a worse way then. Or just being evil about some very kid-like thing. But so you're saying Kenny, then Cartman,
then I think it's gotta be Kyle then Stan.
Okay.
Not because I have any, like, faith in Kyle, but because I think that Stan's going to, like, be really stuck in the not getting it on phase for, like, a long time.
Yeah. He has already gotten a kiss, though.
Right?
Oh, even on the lips, I believe.
Yeah. Like, that was episode 1.
Was that on the lips in episode 1?
Was that the vomit kiss? I thought it was the vomit kiss in episode 1.
You're right. I think it was. So, maybe. But, yeah. So he has gotten a kiss on the lips already. Yeah. How would you rank the boys in terms of your favorites, actually, so far?
Right now, it would probably be Cartman, then Kenny, then Stan, then Kyle.
Okay. I'm actually surprised you put Stan up. That's not true. I actually really like Stan on rewatch. Like, specifically just in the way that he talks. It's a lot of how I talk too, with like the excessive dudes and that stuff.
Yeah, he does get that, like, central focus a lot of the time, so he gets to get good lines.
Yeah.
Or good reactions.
Yeah, I think that is it. He actually is a really good straight man character.
Yeah.
Like, he can be funny even as a straight man without being, like, super ridiculous, over-the-top gag faces or something.
Yeah.
Just his normal straight man reactions are funny.
Yeah.
Alright, that is actually it. We'll see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.